Let's see. Where is this chat again? This is Siren Hive Guard. Okay. Gib lobby. Hopefully we will have Lions as a co-caster here. I should also check to see if we got whoops, that's not what I meant. We want Twitch. Just want to make sure everything sounds fine. Just want to make sure everything sounds fine. I do at least. Just want to make sure. Okie dokie. Where is my lobby? Oh, hello.
Oh, so can you hear me? My mic.
I can hear you just fine.
Excellent. Cool.
If
Are we
if you
going to
can
be?
tell me if you can hear both of us on your stream, on my stream, uh,
Well,
I can check from my
how
phone
about this?
actually. One sec.
My laptop's mic is broken. Who is playing tonight? I've been invited to stream, but I don't know what the game is. Is it
Okay.
Niwi?
Yes, and I can hear you fine on stream too. The game tonight is Hive Guard versus Niwi.
Mm,
This is their week 6, so they could potentially have another match after this. We've done all of ours. We're still backed up on our week 5 match. They're going to play Fostar and Sisabo.
two of the worst maps of the game. No, I take that back. Foster's good. I like Foster. But
I
Sissabo
mean,
could
there's only 7. I I guess I could rank them as far as the ones I like the most. Uh, but
It's
I'm a
an easy.
little. I think that if I was going to add an 8th map, just give me a blank outer space, nothing but blackness and stars map. I don't want no clouds of Yavin, just empty space. They didn't
I
give us
hear you,
one.
but
Easy.
I'll raise a completely spaceshipy map where you have to fly through like tunnels, corridors. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be pretty tight. All interior.
Yeah, like the SLE's tunnels, but huge. Huh,
Where
that might be that's good.
is our lobby info? We'll be on Pseudo very soon. How many matches have you got to play this season, Lions?
I've played quite a few. Uh,
Okay, I saw you play at least a couple of them.
I wouldn't say we've been trying for most of those matches, but I've
Oh,
certainly
I think
played.
you guys have been trying. You've been winning some games. You've been
No.
like trying in the sense of what? Trying to play in the most
Trying,
effective way possible? I wouldn't say that. But
no.
I don't think you're
Try, we,
going into games not attempting to kill the flagship first. You know, you're
we
aiming
could
for
potentially.
dubs out there. You're just doing it in different ways.
Sorry, where is this stream?
All right. Uh, Password. I will DM you. Actually, I can't even do that because I'm still reading it out loud. Who cares? It's HG. Who's gonna join? I swear, if like
Hey,
AP shows up, he would.
I don't think I've ever crashed a game. I've crashed a few like warm-ups, but never 11. That's the only
Oh,
one.
I mean, we're the most like readable group of gamers known to mankind, I think. This little insular
I
community, every group I know their go-to like 3 passwords.
Yeah. Some people get very cross. Some people are chill. Uh, where's this?
I don't think I've ever had
Oh,
anybody cross, but I've been booted. and I
I
accept my
I
boot.
just
I
want to
cracked your
say
code.
they're the same thing. Whose game is it under?
It's under sudo 9.
Oh, okay. I do know, unless it's the same as.
I already told it to you, but if you didn't hear it, it was HG.
Oh, okay. Ooh, right. Oh wait, no, join as a player.
Oh no.
Oh
What a
no!
scrub.
Feathers ruffled. Okay, let's try again. Spectator.
All right,
There we go.
mods all look correct. I had to call him out last time for having the match timer wrong, only because
Oh,
Jito
the
always calls me out for
immediate,
that. Though
the
we've proven
immediate
it makes no
loss
difference.
of seed. You could win the playoffs, but if you got the timer wrong, that's it, done.
That's it. Redo. Redo or forfeit. Nah, straight forfeit.
Well, straight forfeit. No mercy.
No mercy.
So knee we're in. Jeez, I've not tapped the
Where
game in a
are
long.
the Oppo?
Where is Hive go?
Well, let's see. We can make some assumptions here and go pseudo and support, stack and ghost and bombers, autumn kitster, flex.
Mm, I think Ghost Flex, Bolton in uh, Interceptor or Fighter. Oh, Size Stack. Size Stack? I don't know. I can never play Size Stack. Bomber, I guess.
Stalker definitely plays a little bit of everything, having come from some other teams where they multi-rolled more
Yeah.
often. But I think pretty consistently on Niwi, I've seen him in a bomber with side stack. It's the two of them or Berry Slacks.
There's no
Uh,
variant.
but
It's
the
Size
lack of like
Stack.
flex mains tells me Kitster's not going to be farming here.
I think it's
Possibly
the Wolf.
defender. And
I
then
think you're right. I think it's
Autumn
where it
plays
goes
either
for.
interceptor or TIE fighter. She's been making the interceptor work. You know, she still flies it in a way that she likes to with holding down boosts more than drifting. Um,
Mhm.
but the interceptor, like the A-wing, is a
The
is a
luxury
tougher
of
target,
a
so she
host of
makes it
the
work.
same continent.
What was that?
I said it's the luxury of having a host in the same continent.
Yeah, yeah.
Boost. Your own discretion, your own time. Yeah, I think original prediction probably right. You got hit. You
I will admit your voice is not as clear as it could be over this mic right now, Lions, but I can still hear you. I don't know how easy it's going to
know,
be once the game starts.
okay. Yeah, mega gem. So this is as good as it gets. Hang on, let me try something.
Okay.
Uh, is this any better?
Oh, it's a million times better.
Really interesting.
Night and
Ooh.
day. Night and day.
Okay. If I this is like just phone, straight up phone.
Yeah, well,
So if I mute my computer, I think I can just about make it work.
yeah, I can even turn you back down to normal. Uh,
Hmm.
sometime around there. Yeah, okay. So we got the Hive Guard flexes in. Haven't seen much of Turnip in a while.
I think that's it.
Turnip hasn't played this season or last, I believe. Maybe was there last season, but it's been at
I
least
miss
one.
Guac.
Oh yeah, Guac was
I miss,
Guac's
I miss
legendary
old Guac.
with
Turnip.
athlete, wedge.
Tech Soup.
Tech Soup.
There
Tech
were there
Soup
were
was
these two
cool.
players whose names kind of elude me. Something about like writing on paper and local figure. Um, Scribbling and Tom Hass. Not
Oh,
Thomas.
right.
Something
Not
like that. They were on
Thomas.
a team. Yeah, they were on Guac.
Some old school
Uh,
walkers.
OG Guac. They were a good team.
The
They
original
were.
guacamole.
Yes, but now we're in Hive Guard, which always makes you think of Tyranids from Warhammer. Hive Tyrants. Cobalt, Maze, Fox, Sundance, and who's your money on, Sagan? Who do you think's going to win?
Tonight,
What's your prediction?
this matchup, uh,
Yeah.
let's see. Um, both of these teams took a game off of us on randos, if I remember correctly.
Mm.
Uh,
Oh, Fat Boy.
I
Okay,
think
cool.
that, yeah, so between Fatboy and Fox, they've both been farming with either Cobalt or Crazed. And then either Fatboy
I
and
look at that
Sundance or
lineup and I
Fox and
just think that's
Sundance
a
will go.
great quad bomber lineup.
Yeah,
That's
uh,
a fantastic
for
quad bomber
sure,
lineup.
for sure. I know
Fox,
that they
Maze,
like to play
Cobalt, Fat
flexes
Boy.
though. Sundance
Let's go
especially
for
is not gonna be
it.
so quick to jump in one. Um,
Okay, okay.
but I think this is like one of the strongest Hive Guard lineups I've seen in seasons. So I'm gonna say my money's on Hive Guard tonight. Um, although I guess this
Mm,
Niwi group has been together longer, so I'm not like counting them out by any means. Their strats are a little unorthodox
I
when
would
they're
say that the
pushed.
the the distribution of individual player skill favors Hive Guard. Um, Niwi have always been really good at working as a team. So,
Yeah,
um,
yeah,
and that's not to say that they're deficient as players, but
no,
they, as a group, work better together than a lot of other teams do. So
for sure. I
it's
agree
it's
with
hard
that.
to say that because Hive Guard probably have on average better skill players in this game.
Yeah, then a
Doesn't really
lot of
mean anything
teams, to be
because
honest, I
you
think that
can't execute together. It's moot.
there's something to be said about I think Hive Guard gets bit by the evil luck monster more often than you'd think. There's a lot of things that I feel like games are always going in their favor, and then one stupid crash or something just completely botches games for them. I see it happen. I feel like
Like
to Hive
cursed.
Guard more than other teams.
Someone on
Cursed.
Hive Guard got in an argument with a dev, and they just
Yeah,
decided that account was never gonna win anything ever.
yeah,
Like a minus 15% modifier just applied with a stroke of
totally,
the key.
totally.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Even like individual player skill, I think they're pretty much on par. Um, but I think yeah, Maze, Fox, Fat Boy, Sundance are going to work very well together. Cobalt, I don't know very well, so it's a bit of a wild card.
Corball, he's dedicated bomber. You know, if there's anybody in the whole game that genuinely loves farming, it's Corball. So
Hmm.
I think he's always been somebody that's good at holding
That
down
would
his
make
position
Cobalt the
there.
only OBJ I have ever encountered in this game who enjoys farming. Every single OBJ I've ever played with does it reluctantly. Just like, well, I
I
guess
think
someone's
that
got
I
to
would
do
be more reluctant to it is if it was one of my main things I did for seasons. But I genuinely like having games where I'm farming.
Well, that
But I could
Sagan
not
is
do
because
that.
you haven't spent 6 years doing nothing but shooting AI.
Yeah, it's you got to play all the roles,
Yes.
but I digress.
Right, here we go. We're in.
All right,
We
Sundance and
are in
Fatboy,
the game.
they both have double missile builds, so no Ion Torp on the field. Uh, full farm, and Fox in the support. Not what I expected at all. I was sure we'd see Maze there. Let's fucking go Fox. Pseudo in support, two TIE bombers, Autumn in the TIE fighter with a torpedo, and double missiles on Kitster. I believe running Plasburst? He's on Corbalt right now, baiting his chaff with the conch. Corbalt does get his Golo off. Ooh, Kitster bonks somebody. Morale in the favor of the New Republic. Ghost Stalker taking heavy pressure from Sundance. Raiders about to go down. This is going to go to New Republic unless... Ooh, there goes the farm. They still take it. All right.
There goes the Corvette.
Corvault does go down. So 4v5 going into this first attack. Fox coming in right now to get full marks on. They land on... Is that Charlie is the top one? Sundance gets dunked, down to 18 on the hull. Fighting for his life, he's down. Fatboy getting orbits in, but because Sundance went down without that second missile, this is going to be a really slow shield strip. Crossing into 40 seconds and shields are still just about down. It's about
Yeah, it's a
43.
slow shield strip. We'll see if they can get the turrets down. But when you're on Fostar, getting all the turret strips is probably more important than getting the damage in. Like, just allows you to farm a bit better.
Yep,
Y-Wing's
I would
doing
agree.
some pretty okay damage. They're doing okay. Phase is slightly delayed. You're at 70 seconds coming up too. Did you say the Raider was down?
I did not. I do not see the Raider.
Ooh,
Looks
Raider.
like it is still up.
It
It's
looks
going
like it's
down right
up.
now.
Yeah, and there we go. There's the flip. There's the flip.
Pseudo's already dunked though. Trying to get in. Takes a big plasma burst to the back and he's going to go down here. No support going into the first attack. Shields seem to have dropped a lot faster. Probably that means that Autumn got in unopposed for the torpedo, which I missed. Ghost Stalker taking a lot of pressure, down to 8. Attempting a retreat. Fatboy sticking on him hard. Wants the Plasburst shot. Trying to snapshot it, but running out of juice and not able to follow. Looks like the Bombers are struggling for more than onesies, twosies, but the farm is trickling in. Not a whole lot done for Empire, though. They got the cruiser down to about half. We're going to see a flip any second. Yeah, halfway, 54% on that cruiser. So the game is about even right now with Hive Guard going into their second attack phase. Oh! Side stack just eats the bottom side of Pseudo-9's Reaper and goes down. Farm now delayed for the Empire. Cruiser getting
Yeah.
close to oopable range for Hive Guard and will be able to move on to Delta. Sundance taking heavy pressure again. Gassed. Creeping and crawling back to his cruiser. Gets away. Oh, but Kitster's not done with him. He's got the blast burst out. He's keeping him stuck in the danger zone.
A lot of morale to work with here. Bit of farm coming in, but
Yeah, I think
are
they're
they gonna
losing a lot of time
roll?
on PK. I would say to roll through this is a good call. That way you know you're getting Delta
Yeah.
into an oopable position.
Looks like the Corvette's got some damage coming in, but slowing a bit in their damage right now. Gotta roll that C. I can see a Y-Wing shooting it. It's a little bit slow. I
Corvette's
can't
about to go
spectate
down
players,
here.
so I'm sort of just watching the big ships.
You can't?
No, but it's okay. I can see the pace of the game.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you
So
can always just watch my screen.
they could technically out phase both of these if they wanted to.
Oh yeah, I did not expect them to be able to get a dupe in that time.
And on
Setup.
Fostar, it's probably the only map where doing a
Fatboy
long out
takes a
phase
dunk
really
from
makes sense.
Autumn, but has no follow-up for it. Oh, Fatboy turns around, puts a fat Plasburst right into Autumn again, though. Good countering each other here. Kitster's in on damage with the Plasburst. Fatboy lands a dunk on Pseudo. Pseudo crashing down. Fatboy still in his signature Murder Hornet Bobby's Bees
That's a
colors.
boss move, that.
Farm getting to the end here. Corball getting the last of them lined up. Hopefully giving Flexus some time to get down court since they've already got their dupe. Sundance is very in position. Fox looks like he's there too. They are ready for this attack. They're looking to one-phase this. Still not super easy with these mods right now, but doable with the positioning that they have.
Well, they don't need to. They've still got loads of dependable stuff going on. So they don't need to one phase it. They just need to get a gen
Sundance
easy.
sold out for his gen, but it did go down. So shields are down with a little over half morale. Fatboy takes a big dunk. Resupplied and saved.
Shields are down, but you're not going to get
Autumn's
it in one
turning to the
phase. You really want to
Corvette.
kill one.
Yeah, I think you really do want to kill a gen if you know you're not going to finish it there. And once
Yeah.
Sundance went down for that gen, that kind of calls that to me.
They're on,
Ooh,
you know,
Autumn
less
taking
than
big
two-thirds
pressure from
morale.
behind while she's parking on the Corvette. Almost goes down from Sundance, getting back from the hangar. They're still
And
doing
it's going to
damage
flip in their
here.
favor. As soon as that Corvette goes, it's going to flip.
Yeah, I think they
One
need to pull out for a big
disables.
defense. Looks like Bombers are
Hmm.
set up on packs already. Yeah, Golos are out, Multis are out.
If they roll A, they can get the shields back up because they didn't get any killed, which gives them an almost completely intact Star Destroyer. So that's probably their best bet.
Yeah, I think that
Even if
they have
it's
to
gonna,
just eat through this and go. Bombers
yeah.
are in
Even if you
position.
don't get a flag attack, you want the extra defense. Really, it's gonna be the
Yeah.
best bet.
Looks like Autumn is also helping with the attack, though back drifted into some rocks. Kitster with the Plasburst, though, is not helping with OBJ, and is pushing, it looks like, support out, and now moving to Bombers to try to give themselves some extra time.
Mm.
Misses the ion missile. I think that's a moment of turn to offense. Pushing through
But
with not a
they've done
lot
the
of
right
morale.
thing. They don't want to go
Yeah,
in and just defend it.
yeah, still going in is the right call. I mean, as far as
You
pushing
think?
through, you want that extra time, but I think they should
Oh
move
yeah,
right
yeah,
in
yeah.
on defense. Autumn instead sells out for the gen, goes down. So now they're down a flex to try to defend this ISD, which probably still has shields. Oh, they're
So
pretty
they're up
low.
to about
Those are,
half.
yeah, those are broodable, but I don't like that brute. I still think it's risky.
No, and if they can bait them into trying to go for gen disables again, then they're technically it's half shields, but effectively time wise it's full shields. So
Right.
they're okay. They could technically defend this. They could defend it and get a one phase in the next. So it's not lost yet. It's looking
Shields drop in
looking not
half.
great though.
This ISD is going to drop really quickly now that power's down.
Yeah.
Ghost Stalker
Not
dies, so we're
impossible,
at
but it's
one
not looking
farmer
good.
on Empire.
I'm gonna call it there. I'd say that's an hour
Safe
win.
to say.
Yeah. GG's to Hive Guard. Well played. I need to figure out how to get a page down on a laptop so I can spectate finals, rather
Yeah,
than
good point. I
doing it
would.
all through big ships.
Yeah, you should be able to just open up the. It would be the menu controls and map something.
Yeah, just rebinding it. Okay, I'm going to do that. I'll be back in a minute, soon.
Okay.
That was a good game. Well played to Hive Guard.
All right. 2 kills for Fat Boy, 1 for Sundance, and 2 deaths for him. Fat Boy leading the damage with 107k. little bit more farm came out of Empire. Makes sense they were on defense more. Side stack, almost 100k for damage. Two deaths for Autumn, 40k. Two kills for Kitster, 46k. Um, Pseudo going down only twice. But it seems like, yeah, I think Flexes just didn't quite get enough damage in, as well as a second bomber to keep up with the side stack cannon. Big big pushes from NR, and Empire just didn't quite keep up. And we'll look for our next lobby. Okay, into the next one. Let me know
So
when you're
it's going
back.
to be same map and reverse factions, I guess.
Yeah, so we're gonna be on Fox now. Uh,
Ooh,
I
same
showed
password.
it. Yeah, new password. It is the opposite of the last password, if that makes sense.
I understand completely. Try not to join as a player this time. Bingo. Apparently you can get a shift +9 to be page up. Let's try that.
I had trouble mapping anything in Squadrons using like a shift function, to be honest.
I don't think I'm going to be able to because I think it's like hard coded into the spectator function, spectator vibe
It's
zone.
very strange. I don't feel like a page down button is all that common,
I mean,
as you're proving
if
with
you,
your
well,
laptop.
if you have a keyboard, it's going to be you're going to have one, right? I just happen to be playing on a laptop. So we're on Four-Star Haven again. Factions are reversed. Based on what you've seen there, who do you think is going to win, Sagan?
Well, if you remember seeing any of the stats so far from the early half of the season, the game was leaning pretty hard towards NR victories. I
Mm,
think that this lineup for Niwi does favor their NR stack. Autumn, I think, feels much more comfortable in the A wing, um, both just as like a pilot of it and tactically as a squad with it. I think they
yeah.
benefit from it, even though I still think that it's a liability ship in a lot of cases. Um,
I think
but I think
Four-Star's a
this
weird
Hive
map
Guard,
because it,
I was
by
gonna
and
say
large,
this Hive
Four-Star's
Guard
not a
map
great
looks
A-wing
good.
map. You know, it's there's a lot of cover and you're very mobile.
Yeah, so
There's
you're
not a
not
lot
getting a
of
lot
like
of straight
long
lines
arc.
from that A wing.
Yeah.
It is shorter distances though, which means that you can get on
Mm,
them really quickly. Um,
but it's a small map, so the problem with Empire and trying to PK your way out of the NR side of things is it's very easy to get the resource out. As long as the Reaper is in a reasonably safe place, the distances are so short that it's not like a major factor.
yeah,
So I think that
it's one reason I
it
like
was.
this map for Empire. A lot of the time, I trust that
Oh
my
yeah,
support
Hostel's
is going to
great.
be in more often. So
As long as you don't die, it's
yeah,
fine.
and to Pseudo's credit, they only went down twice that whole game. And from PK's like Fat Boy and Sundance, I expected them to go down a lot more. So now, if Fox is still playing support, because it looks like they only have this 5 piece tonight, um, if Fox can pull it off, then I think Hiveguard's going to take 2-0 here on Fostar.
I'm going to go for a wild card and say that I think Niue will win this one. I
Copy
can
that.
feel it in my bones. Can't say why, It's a vibe.
I
I think MeWe will take the NR game.
I like splits. I like to see teams that split. But what my true favorite match is one that'll split on one map and then split in the opposite faction's favor the second map.
Sure.
Hmm. What is the second map in this one?
Sisebo.
Spostar and the worst map in the game. No, Galatan's the worst map. But Sisselbo's close second. Fuck those maps. They can go. Yeah, so I'm gonna put my money on MeWe. We will see.
I think I'm gonna say Esley's is my least favorite map. I think
I
that
love
I
SLEs.
think that the
Love
station
it.
is completely underutilized in the map's design. I think
Oh, completely.
if you'd made the same map but put the ISD on top of the dish and the MC on the bottom of the dish, boom. Now you're fucking cooking.
SLEs is just functionally, it's just Yavin with a bit of scenery.
Totally.
Like
Totally.
you
Like the
don't. No
station
one
is
ever uses
fun
the
and
station
it
because why would
could be
you?
used better.
It could be, but what's cool over Yavin is that it's bigger, so PK works better because it's harder to resupply people.
Yeah. Okay, let's see what we got here. A-Wing with rockets, double missile, X-Wing, Protorps on side stack, JC in support. Now we have Maze in the Reaper, which makes more sense, I guess. Corbolt with Fox and Bomber, Sundance, double missiles, Fatboy with the Plasburst TIE Fighter. Fucking love it.
Ooh.
I'm gonna follow him in here. He's on Berry Sacks marked. Missile's looking good for him. Oh, it gets caught in the Golo explosion. I fucking hate that. Pops his conversion. Still getting his
Bangolos.
packs though.
First off.
Fox goes down. Fox is switching target. Sorry, Fatboy's changing target. Sundance is looking at the other farmer. I just lost in-game sound. I don't know if you can still hear me, Lions.
I can hear you fine.
Okay. Yeah, we just lost
I
in-game
can't really
sound.
spectate players, so I'm watching your stream.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
uh,
fine. NR gets the
yeah.
first attack. Missiles
Yeah.
going out. Uh, now Kitster is the only Ion on the field outside of JC's Ion lasers. I still think
And you can
these shields
feel
are
it
going
because they're
down
30
great,
seconds in,
though.
and they're
30 seconds are almost
yeah.
gone.
I no. I think you're right. I stand corrected. The shield strips.
Oh,
It's
JC
on
gets
par. It's not
dunked.
great. It's on par.
Yeah, that was pretty
There,
close. It was
there goes
closer to a
JC.
40-second um,
Hmm.
shield strip, which was only a few seconds shorter than uh, the they got in the last game.
This is. I would say this is a failed attack. If you've got this is kind of flipped now, and they've got very little damage done.
They still got plenty of morale though. This phase is not even halfway over.
This should be over now. If you're a minute in, this should be flipped.
Yeah, I still don't know if they're gonna have an oop set, but they did have a full morale bar. I don't know if that means that
Well, if they
I
can,
might have missed the bombers getting some quick packs on the way
if they can
in.
strip those turrets off the top one, they'll be in a really good place. So
Yeah, shields are already dropped to
yeah, they're
half on
doing all
that
right.
second cruiser. I would say this was a really good attack so
It's no,
far,
it's worked out
and
well
it's
for
still
them.
not over.
It's worked out well.
They're still cooking.
Oh,
Um,
they should roll it. Roll it. Come on, you can do it, Newey. Roll that cruiser.
Maze is looking to go
I
in.
believe.
They definitely got that cruiser out of phasable.
You know how it goes when it's near the end of a phase and all the flexes start positioning and the
Oh yeah,
farmers like one of the farmers pulls off and then if
it's
you roll it,
literally
everyone's
my
completely
favorite
out
thing
of
to do.
kilter and you'll get like an extra 30 seconds of phase, but it's not to be. So here we go, Empire on attack.
Maze gets marks in and then dips to go get more resupplies. Corbolt dies on that transition. So phase is already about a third of the way gone, and shield's not to half.
So it's kind of comparable to the NR attack so far.
Yeah, so far though, I'm just seeing the farm come in a lot
Lovely
quicker
orbits from Fatboy.
for NR. They've already got their Corvette down. Fox taking pressure from the A wing.
Good, great flip from Niwi. Great flip. A lot of morale coming in.
The little A wing that could.
Mm-hmm.
But Fox shaking it off like it's nothing.
Good flip. Really good flip from Niwi. I think Niwi are
Ready.
definitely in the lead here.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I agree. Good packs lined up here from Fox. The morale's starting to trickle in already. Uh, Corvault doesn't seem to have quite as many completed packs here, but they're trickling back from respawning.
I'm sure I've said this before, but I think on maps like Foster, people get it completely backwards, where they think, well, the Moralian thing come from farming is slow, so it's kind of a PK map. It's like, no, it's the other way around. You want to be super focused on farming, super OBJ, super morale based in the way you play. And it looks like Niue are doing a pretty good job of that. That's why they're flipping and they're just basically winning in the margins so far.
I think we're going to see a push through here from NR. They're really getting their
Yep.
damage in. Sidestack just now going to come back from the hangar. Um, but looks like the Corvette is still pretty much untouched. It's,
They'll get a gen here.
there's the push through. JC is going to get in uncontested
It'll be
with
tricky.
marks.
They'll have enough time for one pass and out.
Kitster taking a lot of pressure from Fat Boy. Wants to get in for the gen.
They don't need to though, just evade. Let the Y-wings get it.
Gets dunked. No follow. One gen is
Lucky.
disabled. The second one almost dead. There it goes. This is a good attack. You got to pull out,
hmm
defend one more time, come back and win. Maze just coming back from the hangar. Looks like he got killed, or maybe he just docked. That's always possible too.
It's going to take a miracle to win from here. Two
Oh yeah,
cruisers to
this
go
is
through.
very tough.
Oh,
I feel like it all came from that first attack that they just didn't have the morale in.
yeah. I wonder if they had like weird more like AI luck. Sometimes they just
Sometimes it
don't
happens.
cooperate.
This map, I feel like it's just not consistent for me. Sometimes the packs will
It's
be
better than
perfectly floating
SLEs, and
around,
it's
and sometimes
yeah.
it's
No, you're right. You're right.
breaking up on these silly pillars and stuff.
Yeah. Every
Uh,
now and then, even Yavin presents problems with that. Every now and then, even Yavin, you go, "Where's the other pack?" And there's like two
sure,
packs out. But Fostar's not great for it. So side stack nearly dead.
nearly dead, but a lot of resources being expended there for that kill. And they still don't have half a frigate, or at least
Yeah,
a half a frigate. And Barry's
half
coming out with
morale,
full
half
packs.
frigate.
There's something to be said about
It's all
putting this
fine
much
and well
pressure on these
shooting.
Y-wings. It's giving the
Yeah,
packs time to form up, so that way when they are free,
yeah,
they can just throw
yeah.
out one ox at them. Meanwhile,
It's all
Fox is
fine and well
taking
shooting
pressure
Y wings, but
too.
if they're getting if you shoot a Y wing and they get half the morale intake they normally get, you're probably wasting your time. Like you
Yeah,
have to kill them. If otherwise, it's just sort of a waste of time. Do you think they're saving this for a noob?
I sure hope not, but I don't think they had any choice there. I still would
Hmm.
have liked the push through. I think um,
I think that if they got
just
it
give them a chance to.
15 seconds earlier, yeah. This is just an unshielded ISD. Very fun,
Yeah, Sundance looking
even with the
at
packs forming up.
support. I don't know. Shields are already back down. That means Raiders got to drop immediately.
Yeah. So we're looking at a split. That's cool.
Like a split.
Yeah, love a split.
What I want is to see an Empire split on Sisabo. That's what I
See, I like
want.
this. The instinct on Fostar is to PK your way out of the hole, but Fat Boy's doing the right thing. Kill the Neb, get the morale.
Yeah, see, the
Because the
morale
packs are
is
going to
coming
form
in.
up.
They get two packs
Yeah,
here, or a pack in Corvette. Corvette still needs to go
pack and
down.
Corvette.
This is
Yeah,
savable. It is an oopable range, and it's dropping pretty quick, so you're still gonna have to clear it
yeah,
out. Nah, this is gonna go to Niwi, but I still think that they put a valiant effort into that.
yes. They've made the right decision there. They flipped it.
Boom! That was a nice way to end that one.
I saw that. Yeah. Well played to Niwi. I think Hive Guard made good corrections toward the end, but
Definitely.
just not quite early enough. Cool. 50-50. Ooh.
Yeah, big kills from New Republic. Autumn 3-0, and 30K is not bad from that A wing. So maybe it was on weak spots, but it truly doesn't matter. You're
No,
putting up work either
30K.
way.
Not bad.
Kitster doing his
Not bad at
part
all.
as the solo X-wing there with 100K. You can see the
And
torps
but here's the problem I have with
actually
the
torping on
sort of like
Barry.
the a lot of the NRPK strats, and I feel like I've got um, experience doing the NRPK strats.
Three,
You've
two,
got 6 kills
one.
NR, 5 kills Empire, so
Nothing, nothing.
it's all fine and well PKing those, but if you're only kind of treading water,
Yeah. I have to reset my
yeah,
game because
okay.
the sound bug. Yeah, right. Do I have to restart the whole game or just that lobby?
I don't know.
We're gonna
I
find out.
couldn't tell you.
We're gonna find out. That's okay.
Well, yeah, we could have a mini game, you know. It's only one
Yeah,
out of
that's not
four.
a big deal.
Well, I think Niue played very well then. I think maybe I've been underestimating them. Maybe yeah.
Oh, I mean they've never been slouches. It's always uh, Niwi and Hiveguard that are in the top four finishers every season. Um, the order that they
Well, that's not
fall
true.
in, I think, changes.
Every season for the last 3 or 4 seasons, yeah.
I would say like 6 seasons at this point,
You think?
since like season 10. Yeah.
Well, very happy to be wrong there. That may well be the case. Yeah, I think Niue are slept on as a team. They're a team that sort of surprise people.
They have a deep roster, and it changes based on I think just really who's available on any one day.
Yeah, that's a lot of teams are like that. As we consolidate our rosters into multiple
Right.
dozens of players.
Oh yeah. There are dozens of us.
Yeah, many dozens of them. But yeah, I thought they played great then. Did really well. I think JC is still my like favorite player at the moment. Like I remember like a few years ago, JC was just like a random player, and the improvement they've done is huge, like really noticeable.
I
So
completely
yeah, they're
agree.
definitely
I remember some
yeah,
of my first seasons um, playing against JC, and JC is a completely different player these days, and
yeah,
plays
yeah, yeah, yeah.
multiple ships too. Just uh, a killer in a defender as much as a loft, a floaty little leaf of a reaper.
Yeah. Super slaps on. If we did a like a beer league draft, JC would be pretty up there as far as like picks for me.
I think we're gonna have to have a
Now we
summer beer.
have you what, sorry?
I'm sensing a summer beer league. I'm sensing it.
Summer beer league.
I'm
Ooh.
sensing it.
So convince the soda and Tom to do
At this
another.
point, it's convinced Tom and me. Soda has pretty much said at
Really?
this point, like, do whatever you want. I'm like, I don't want to do whatever
Yeah.
I want. I want you to come and help. It's fun. But
No,
life's
Squadrons is
above
very
everything.
serious business.
Oh,
No
that's why I
fun
like beer
allowed.
league. It's silly. It's silly serious. I feel like the most
I
serious
think it would have
part is
been
the draft, and then the games are fun. You know?
yeah. I think it would have been good to do like a beer league, not a beer league one off.
Oh, like a
Like
season's
like
worth?
like
Yes. The
yeah,
hardest part is
yeah,
scheduling.
definitely.
People, the vast majority of
Well,
community likes
that's why I
them,
did the
and they
winter
want
thing.
them.
One of the reasons I did the winter thing was just to be like, look, we can just say there's going to be
I
games.
love that.
This is the date.
That was fun for
This is
me.
the date. If you can
So
make
they're
it, you
not gonna
can. If you
allow.
can't, that sucks. But
Yeah,
it's okay. And if it's like 6 teams or 5 teams, fine.
yeah. It's more fun for me than to play scheduling simulator every week.
I really, really, really don't enjoy that. It's just not my thing.
It's
I don't want to spend 3 weeks thinking about when I could play when I could just jump on and play.
yeah.
Anyway, so the game is coming up. Here we
Okay.
go.
So the game
Sisubo.
is not sound,
Sisubo.
so I will have to reset the game
We can
feature.
we can fill the void with
Yeah,
chat.
we'll do it next time. So we got
Yeah.
the same lineup from New Republic and same setup from Empire as well. Fatboy on Barry, chaffed out, conversion
Come on,
pops.
fat boy, you can do it. Get the kill.
He's going for it. They get the
No.
attack though.
They do,
Uh,
they do.
we're on track to get me a Empire split.
Which
Sundance
would
with
be a
the
reversal
ion
of fortune.
lasers, double missiles, ASM and Conk.
I'm gonna go with my prediction that Ion Defender is basically a throw, and my prediction now is that Hive Guard lose this game.
I can't wait for them to
Just on the
win,
Ion
just
Defender.
to prove that
If they
wrong.
win, I will defer all judgment of Squadrons to you forever, Sagan.
Oh my
I'm gonna
god.
call straight away they're gonna
Oh my
lose.
god. Let's
Ion
fucking
Defender
go, Hive
lose.
Guard! We got things to prove now. We got shields down on one, half on the other. Phase is not in their favor anymore, with Delta still only at like 60%. Y wings look like they got multis going out, so this is a phase flip very soon in favor of Niwi. Raiders also going down, though they might not even need
Or
it.
if they'd flipped on par, this would be a good defense for them, but they're not flipping fast enough.
That Torp went out, but I feel like
They're
they were
I mean, they'll flip in a
overbaked.
sec because they got the raid. They got the raid. Okay. It's not a great defense. Okay.
Morale gets a little bit in, so at least one farmer was lining up a pack. I don't like Kitster looking at Corbold there. Needs to get the ion missile in.
No, they need the iron in the shields.
He did save it,
So the thing with
so
these
props.
increased shields,
Yep.
with the increased shields, you can't be PKing. Start flip. You
Yeah,
gotta got
those missiles
those
are very
irons in.
important when that's the only missile or extra ion ox you have on your team. Uh,
Yeah.
Autumn still trying to do her part here and slow down the bombers. Morale is already close to half, with shields just now dropping. Pack's looking good for Fox.
Yeah. When it lines up on Sisabo for Empire, it can be pretty quick. It's not terrible. They're kind of on par for what Hive Guard were doing on attack, but they're a phase behind, so
Right,
not enough.
right. So they really just kind of kept up. Maybe did slightly better on that attack, but now we're going to get a full
Yeah,
attack for
about the same.
Empire again. Um, Ghost and Barry, I think they're on top of the same AI pack.
So if Niue are smart, I think they'll roll A and then do B, but we'll see.
Corbalt's a little behind on this offense. I'm not sure where he's leading himself.
Mm,
Fox is in, doing damage. They've almost got an oop here, albeit a high one. Yeah, I think this is a chance to push through. Though you got to
yeah,
keep yourself frosty. That A wing is just eating him up. Kitster goes down, I think,
21.
trying to oop maybe, sniffing some
Oh, not
pits.
looking good.
How's Maze doing here? Floating, fine. Not taking any pressure since Kitster's just now coming out of the hangar.
Yeah, that must have been Raider gone down, right?
Yeah. No, Raider is here. We got Torps out on it, so that must have been a
So
pack
that'll go in a
then.
second.
Will go in a second. They got one oop and the second cruiser at about 70% remaining. Let's see who Autumn is on
Hmm.
here. Uh, just playing footsie with a bomber. JC's getting more resupplies. Fox goes down. Corbolt now the solo bomber on the field for the Empire.
This is a great game. This is
Yeah,
fantastic.
they're keeping this
Very
even.
back and forth.
Uh, there's been some nice little kills snuck in here too at the right time. But I think
Yeah.
Fatboy and Sundance are leaning more into their OBJ. Frankly, when you have a small raider, it is so silly to not kill it immediately. You are leaving morale on the field and leaving passive when you can just turn and get the PK afterwards. Getting that PK first doesn't save you any extra other than maybe stopping them from getting into the cruisers. So once they're in on the cruisers, like you got to be on that raider quick, and that
Yeah,
now
they're
guarantees
gonna
that you
flip this
only have
before
the
they've gotten
front
out of phase.
missile.
Look. Well, I hope they do. They might not. QAI.
All right, the oop is set though. This puts them a little bit ahead at the moment. I'm
Hmm.
gonna say that Empire wants to push through on this and get a gen. Sundance still has the ion lasers. I don't know what kind of kill count he's looking at right now. He's got two on the board. That's two more than Fatboy has for
Hmm.
his Plasburst. Barry's getting
You're trading
poked.
2 kills for no damage. I think it's a false
Something to be
economy.
said about this farm suppression, though. You can get a lot more time with a player disabled, if not dead, if you're just zapping them over and over again.
I don't know. See, if I'm farming and I'm getting disabled by a defender, I'm pretty chilled. Like I'll just
It's about the
shoot
time,
MLMs
though.
out.
Like that's every time you're doing that, that's another 2-3 seconds that you're not looking at a pack, not lining it up. And if you're able to
Sure, but
chain jump, then
but the
it's
2 or 3 seconds you'll gain by doing that is not 2 or 3 seconds worth of damage. It's more like 10. So it's like, does it make sense? I mean,
it depends
maybe.
on what the other mods are, in the sense that they started with high shields and that was their way of getting around it. Because look, Fatboy's running this Plasburst with a repair kit, so he doesn't have that Ion Torp that you typically see from an Empire lineup
There's not
with a
they've no
TIE
more else
fighter.
to go in there.
So having only the two missiles is a little tougher. This is just their way of supplementing it, I'd
Yep,
say.
sure.
Uh, all right, New Republic has a full attack here. I don't think they got anything done on that attack on the MC. Kitster has looking like a free run here while JC takes the pressure. Marks go out on the ISD, and Kitster's going to have an easy disable. And they don't have to overcommit here. They want to kill a gen, get a little bit of a cap damage in here, and pull out. Defend one more time, and that's it.
See,
Whereas
I don't
Empire
understand
still
why
has to kill
people
both these
when
gens.
when you know you need to kill one gen, why bother disabling the other one? That doesn't make any sense
Because
to me.
it takes longer for those shields to come back after your next defense.
Mm,
If you don't touch it at all, then those shields are going to climb 30 seconds faster than if you had disabled a gen. The only
but
time
a
I
lot of the
wouldn't
time
do
when you
it
do,
is if I
but
need to have
I
that
don't know.
ion
I
control.
understand that. That makes sense. But the problem is when you split and you've got like say 2/3 morale bar, you really running the risk of not having enough time to get the gen kill. So to me, it always makes more sense just to go for the kill. But I mean, yes, there is a benefit to disabling the other gen, for obvious reasons. Well, they need one more attack and they'll get it.
Yeah, this has to be a one phase for Empire here, and I'm not seeing a lot of ships in position. Sundance is going to need to get a gen, if not both, but that's not the way to do it. That's a very straight shot there.
My risk of deferring to your judgment forever and ever is receding rapidly.
Take another pass. Do it, Sundance!
No, nearly got
No,
it.
Sundance! He got the
There we
gen
go.
though.
No, they're dead.
Fatboy's just getting in. I wanted to see that other missile. I don't know where he
No,
was there.
this is with love. This is a flubbed attack. It's not looking good.
Shields do go down. They got
Half
power.
morale, half morale to kill a full MC.
Let's see. Corbelt's about to die, not able to go in on this attack.
I think that's game.
Farm is looking good for New Republic. That is a high oop for our Empire friends.
Yeah, too high.
And so let's see what the shields are at. So where shields are at there, I would say they probably would have been around half if they had not disabled that gen.
Mm.
Fatboy went down somewhere out there. See, I think Sisabo, especially late game like this, when you're on flag, I think the AI is a little more cooperative, and I would have pulled out early and still banked on another defense here. Not easy, especially when Lemar has the oop ability, but I think overcommitting to that MC wasn't
It's
really good
really
for me.
hard when you're on that. You've no shields. You've got one phase of. If you're lucky, you'll be able to defend, and then you'll have to defend the noob. You just sort of have to pick your poison, really. There's not really a good answer. As long as everybody does the same thing, it's kind of much of a muchness. The problem is getting everybody to do the same thing because your instinct,
Oh
one
yeah,
person's
tale
instincts
as
will be
old
the
as
PK,
times.
one person's will be OBJ.
As long as you got everybody doing the same thing together, you have the best
Yeah,
shot at
but
victory against
they were
tranches.
really going to struggle there with that. So there we go. Ion Defender, fun, but a throw, in my opinion. It just doesn't do enough to make up for what it loses.
We got 2 for Kitster, 4 for Autumn, 2 for Fatboy, 2 for Sundance. Big damage on Fatboy and Fox. Barry and Kitster leading the New Republic side. I totally missed that Ghost Stalker came back for that game. I could have sworn it was somebody else that last one.
I mean, I think both teams played pretty well.
Yeah, it stayed it
They
stayed
both
back and
did
forth. I
good.
came down to half a phase, but I I am noticing that Empire won. They won their flip, and then they still did not win that game. So they definitely fell behind quicker. And whether that is
Mm.
mods or Ion Defender, could be a little bit of column everything.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, a little bit of column L, a little bit of column F, everything.
The luck factor. We're overlooking the luck factor.
Mm. I don't think it was luck. I think the Empire comp made it harder for Hive there. I just think you could be playing equally to the other team, but if you're running an Ion Defender, you're basically banking on offsetting enough damage uh, through PK with the ion lasers to make it worthwhile, and I just don't think it works
It's
out.
not it's not just about kills though. It's about offsetting that time it takes to strip shields on everything too. And if you're
But
playing
ion
it right,
lasers don't really speed it up that much.
you should be able to get all 4 subsystems if you have the ion missile, and at least get 2 of those
Mm,
subsystems without the ion missile.
yeah, I think you got a point on the flag, yes, and you can probably potentially make it up there. But in terms of like regular shield strip, ion lasers don't make sense because yes, on its own, you're going to double your ion efficiency, you're going to double your shield strip, but you're actually only going to be making it what like 1/5 times two. So as a proportion of the whole team damage, it's not massive. And you have a limited amount of time as well. So like yeah, your DPS might be like better, but you've not got infinite time. You've got about 45 seconds. So burst damage becomes really important, which is where the ion missiles become like a big deal. Um, like it'd almost be better to have an extra ion missile than to have ion laser. It's tricky. It's a hard call to make, and with mods changing a lot, like it sort of changes that balance. So I think it's
Yeah,
definitely
you
worth
never know what's
trying.
going to be the
Yeah, yeah.
the best the
It's not
best call.
completely irrational, but in my opinion, I don't think it makes sense.
I mean,
Now, if they'd played a
is it
TIE Interceptor with
controversial
ion lasers,
that
then I'd
there's
be singing
nothing?
their praises.
I don't think it's controversial even at this point to say there is nothing that is more just shut up and win than double plasma bursts and double farmers and a support with marks and resupply and
Uh,
a hard OBJ
yeah,
to victory.
I think the 2-2-1 thing makes the most sense, not necessarily because of like the particulars of the loadouts and stuff, but it's because you have diminishing returns with farm. So when you go from 2 to 3, you're not doing an extra third better in farming time.
Totally,
It's less than that.
totally.
So it's sort of a ratio of usefulness of roles. And if you sort of you can mess about with the loadouts, but if you keep that role delineation, then it sort of works out about the same. Um, I still tend to think that the OBJ side is probably more useful. So like having three like farmers and one PK is probably about as useful as having two PKs and two farmers. Having four farmers and no PKs doesn't make sense because you get diminishing returns. There's that kind of like weird middle ground where it's sort of like kind of about the same either way. And I think that's kind of about like triple bomber back in like mega vanilla days used to work pretty well because that diminishing returns doesn't like slam in quite so like brutally. But I'll be interested to see what they run in this one. So it's Empire for Niwi this time, yeah?
hmm I think there's something to be said
Mm.
about the clientele that you have for certain strats too. I think that a team that has the clientele to run four solid TIE bombers and they don't have the defender pilots, they can outshine a team that has A221 from themselves. Um,
Sure.
so no,
I mean,
leaning into what
if
your
there was
team
like
is
if
good
there was
at,
like a
you still
million
have to cover.
pounds,
You have to cover the big components of a game to win it. You have to have farm ox.
yeah.
You have to have something to help shield strip. You got to have something that's going to do damage. And as long as you have a good balance of those things, say PK is one of those too, if we're talking about like a wise guys strat, then there's a lot of different ways we can
Well, that's what
get to
Wise Guys
get to
did.
the
Is
finish
what the
line.
whole point of Wise Guys was. Wise Guys kind of proved that the idea was kind of just showing that like you can win with four OBJs. Like the ion missile is not that important. Like just shooting lasers at people is pretty good, and you can sort of laser suppress farm well enough to sort of do the PK job. Um, I think that's changed a bit now. It's not quite how as good as it used to be because I think the general skill level is like way higher than it used to be. But like if there was like £1 million on the line with this game, like a major esports competition, I'm not convinced that the best strat wouldn't be having like four TIE bombers with a cracks Reaper. It's like the best way of playing Empire. I think that probably would be
Oh,
the case.
probably.
And NR's a bit different. But yeah. So I don't think that's a bad thing because well maybe it is. If the only thing limiting something from being broken is that people decide not to do it, it's probably not a good argument, is it? Anyway, so the game's on. Let's talk about the game.
Game is on. We got Fox in support again. Uh, Maze and Corbalt in bombers. Fatboy Sundance in flex. Pseudo support. Barry Ghost Stalker bomber. Autumn back in the Ion Torque with the TIE Fighter. Throws an Ion into a cloud of chaff, turning attention to Maze.
Yeah.
Barry goes down. Looks like the Y-Wings are kind of just chilling.
Mm,
Maze takes a dunk. Survives it. Morale in favor of NR.
Sisibo and Galasan, if you don't get those initial packs, they
Ooh,
just break
Fatboy
up.
goes down in his X-Wing. Though they are going to take the Raider right here and probably throw NR onto offense.
Fun open, even. Oh, I've got to get it. Okay. Doing the correct thing. Farm through the flip.
let's see where
Let's
our
see how they're
ion
doing.
missiles are. Fat Boy's behind the play. Sundance taking the pressure. Very close to gassing himself. Gets dunked. Ooh, just passes the cruiser.
Ooh. Lucky. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
He's gonna get a top strip here. Wish we could
I
see the
see a
little
comment from
kill
Cosmo.
feed.
Niwi have been a top 3 team for a couple of years at least. Yeah, Cosmo, you're probably right. They have been. I've been checked out for a while, so yeah, that's probably the case.
Fat Boy doing Fat Boy things.
Yeah, on the front end.
Looks like they're turning their attention to the Corvette now. Corvette does flip, or close to.
Slow flip. Slow flip. We're looking at what, like 60 seconds? 70, 80 seconds?
Yeah, we're at 80 seconds into this phase.
Slow. They should have this kill by now.
Still no oop for New Republic. And Autumn bailed on the Corvette so that way she can get a clean line on the Nebulon with the ion
If
turret.
if they've got the turrets down, that's going to be a great flip for them. I still think having a clean farm environment is more important than having a nuke. So they could have a good defensive.
Morale coming in very fast. Fast for them.
Yeah. Slow damage though.
Yeah, it is slow
Not gonna
damage, and
lie.
I don't think anybody's out of the fight. Well, Pseudo maybe not did get marks on. No, it looks like marks did land, so Pseudo died after doing their job. Both bombers are in. TIE Fighter is in. Ska was doing damage too. They did get it down to 30. Um, so it wasn't like a
This is
completely
a
botched
shame
attack,
for
but it
Niwi
was.
because Niwi are doing they're doing well, but they're not. They're just incrementally falling behind. They're going to struggle to catch up at this rate.
Yeah, shields just now dropped on Delta. How are our Empire bombers looking? Getting some AI there. Ska goes down in the Defender. Um, looks like they're kind of on top of each other, so Ghost Stalker's looking for a separate pack. They're a little spread out from one another. Morale not quite at half. Cruiser dropping rapidly. Autumn looking at the Plasburst player. I don't know if that's the call. Ska now back out, also looking at the Plasburst, and they're
No.
trying to stop that damage from coming in. But to one of your points earlier, I think just
Raiders still
getting
got
that
shields up.
disable is not going to really help a whole lot. Um, very good morale for New Republic here going into the attack. They're going to really pull ahead here if they can get a gen.
The Corvette just needs killing, and then they flip. So I'd pull out.
Fatboy gets into orbits.
See what I mean about the ion missile in that? It's like a
Trajectory
waste of
destroyed.
an approach, really. Just kill it and get out.
I didn't see what the ISD was at, but it had to be like 90. Okay, 87.
Yeah, just one more second, they got it.
Uh, big, big, big problems for Nimi looking at here. They're gonna have to bust down these doors pretty quick, and
When
no
if they roll
help
C
here.
in time for the first pack, they've got to. Ooh, it's going to be hard to win. They got a good chance at least getting on the MC. I've seen stranger things, but it's not looking likely.
No, not very. There's a world where they
No.
pull off a dupe here, have another attack. on the have a full attack on the MC after another defense, but it's kind of a stretch. I still want to see
Yeah,
it happen, and I don't think it's
they need
impossible.
C
But
dead.
there looks like New Republic has got the right target of opportunities here. They're looking for pseudo to get a pick. Corvette or
It
Raider
looks
was
like they got
almost
they're
dead.
angling for a dupe,
Yeah,
which
and
to
they
me,
very well might get it here. And Pseudo's taking pressure, so getting pushed out. They're not going to see
mm,
an attack on the MC, but this is looking like a nice, easy dupe. Hopefully flexes are now turning on enemy X-Wings to stop this shield strip. Um,
I think that's probably the smart thing to do. It's not what my instinct would be, but it is probably the smart thing to do. Just go for the dupe. You know, you kind of sort of gambling on there being a little bit of luck involved. So luck plus dupe is better than luck plus no dupe.
Fox takes the ion missile, but doesn't get the follow-up from Autumn. Barry goes down, just coming out of the hangar. I think the dupe was taken, but I haven't seen any farther morale.
Mm.
Ghost doesn't have any clean packs, unfortunately. And the ISD is definitely dropping now that the power has been taken. Fox goes down, so no more support on the field. Everyone else is looking pretty healthy though. There's lots of hull. Um,
They could flip this. Raider goes down, they flip it. Packing a bit, they flip it.
not seeing anybody on the Raider. There it goes. Barry takes that Raider, so now they have a full attack here on the MC, but the ISD is already down to 10. This is definitely an oop. Uh,
There is a
save
two-word
a
solution to the
complete.
problem they're currently facing, and it rhymes with
Go on.
Iron John. That's what they need. It's going to be tricky. What's it on? Looks like it's going to go down any second.
It's
So
got to be a like. It was already sub 10. It's at 1. Yeah, it's dunsies.
yeah,
But they got the
and
shields
it's
down on the
really,
MC.
really good effort from Niwi there. They it's just that that's a classic case of just incrementally losing on the margins across the whole game. So they had okay defenses, they had okay attacks,
Yeah,
but
for sure.
if defenses and attacks are 10% behind, you're gonna lose by 10%. So really well played by Hardcore. Did a great job. Niwe also played great. Just slightly behind Hive Guard in those
Yeah,
games.
very low kill game. 3 kills for New Republic, 2 for the Empire. Couple extra deaths or 1 extra death on the Empire side. Big damage from Ghost and Barry again with the TIE bombers. Ska as well. Autumn didn't quite keep up with the damage. Um, Sundance really leading there with 100k and the kill. Fatboy not far behind, so a difference of a weak spot really. Um, yeah, they didn't have to farm a whole lot because they weren't on defense a lot. So way to go Hive Guard the last
Yeah,
game. Way to go both teams. Way to go NR. Let's give it up for NR, the real
the
champions,
greatest faction.
the
Well,
greatest
they've got Y
faction.
wings, which makes them the best.
Yeah, how do you
Sagan,
beat
thank
that?
you for hosting late night drunk lions
Thank you for joining me.
co-podcasting.
That was fun.
Always a pleasure, my friend.
Same. Thank you
I'll
to both teams.
we'll hang out soon.
We will hang out soon. You know where to find me.
We will.
All
I
right.
do somewhere in New York, Queens.
All right.
Take
Bye
it easy,
bye.
buddy. Have a good one. See ya.